call this? The Jamestown Bridge? Jamestown Bridge, heading into Newport, Rhode Island. We have 2 bridges to go over. That's the first bridge into Newport, and now we've got our second bridge coming in. See how bad the traffic is.
Okay.
It's 4:37.
Yeah.
We said it'd be around 6.
Take the Rhode Island 238 scenic south exit. In 600 feet, turn right onto Rhode Island 238 south.
This is always backed up. Getting off the bridge, heading to downtown Newport. Now it's all small town roads. So always traffic, no matter what time of day during the summer. During the winter, it's fun to come here too because it's not crowded at all. Some places are closed down for the season,
but they still have a lot of events. They do like a Christmas in character, old time costume, people on the streets singing carols and things like that.
They also do a kids winter fest, family winter fest that my brother.
And you can tour the mansions at Halloween. Some of them do like ghost tours.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's not that bad right
So
now.
it's not that bad driving into town.
I mean, the next couple of blocks is always backed up.
Yeah. Plenty of hotels, lots of B&Bs if you love staying in a small colonial home with, usually...
Lots of charm and free breakfast.
Yeah, it's really good. Some places have complimentary happy hours in the afternoon with wine and cheese and things. Others are breakfast included. And then you have your standard hotels from fairly expensive to extremely expensive if you're going to stay in Newport during the summer. There's a Gurney's, which just purchased the Hyatt last year. Gurney's is a well-known Long Island Hamptons hotel. And then there's a Marriott here and a couple of the big name hotels in town, but also a lot of boutique hotels too. Plenty of shopping, lots of restaurants, bars,
Great
nightlife.
nightlife.
Yeah, it's a blast. Family friendly as well. It's not someplace you'd have any problem taking your kids or your parents to. And people are very nice. We always have a great time. It's one of those towns that you could, if you're staying close to the downtown area, you could just park your car for the entire time and walk while you're here for days. I mean, it's unless you're going to go out to see the mansions, which is a little, a few minutes out of town, a little drive, or you want to go exploring further out. Most of the fun stuff is right here in one area. There are yacht clubs, several yacht clubs, marinas. And we're lucky that traffic is so light. Holy cow. It's never like this. It's usually bumper to bumper, and this, going these few blocks could take you a half hour or more on a Saturday. I'm sure it'll be like this tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday. But today, it's still a little early, and people are arriving in town, so this is awesome. Benji's got a lot of great bars here.
One Pelham East.
Down on the right is the water and all the piers that have restaurants and bars on them, and shops as well. And then Fort Adams is located out here. You can take the water taxi out to that, or you can drive out there. It's like some sort of wedding party or something here on the corner at this at the Red Parrot. Not sure what's going on.
I think it's just people waiting to get in, honey.
People waiting to get in, maybe.
Yeah.
I think they're waiting for a bus.
Maybe they're off of that school bus.
Oh, they could be. That, you know what? That's probably it. They're probably
A group.
private party of some sort. I should have gone, buddy. I can still do that.
Oh, so sneaky.
Yeah, there's nobody behind me, which is
So
good.
sneaky.
Fun area at night, lots of bars as well. Lots of touristy stuff, t-shirt shops and things like that, but it's fun. That's Summer Beach environment.
Well, let's not forget, this is one of the yachting capitals of the world, and there's a lot of races here, like the America's Cup race is here. Also, this weekend, there's a polo match that we could go see if we are so inclined. And Zombie Walk.
It's a zombie walk
That's
this
going to happen
weekend.
tomorrow night, right here on Thames Street. Lots of ice cream, pizza, and boats.
Fudge. All sorts of cool things to do. Bike rentals, scooter rentals.
Segway rentals.
They used to have Segway rentals, but not
I think
anymore.
they still do. They must have just moved.
I don't know. I wish I would love that they were still in business, because that was a lot of fun. We did that a few years ago. Segway rentals.
They were right here.
Yeah. So maybe they moved. There's a new pizza place there.
Oh,
That's
no
good.
pizza.
Pizza. And maybe take a lap up around some of the one other area of town.
Bellevue, where the mansions are.
Yeah, I don't know if we should go out there today or maybe save that for another day, but O'Brien's Pub, we've been here a few times.
We usually don't come down this far. There's a lot of good shopping over there.
Yeah. That's what I love, shopping.
As if you care.
So that's why I come to Newport, is to shop. Some people do.
Lots of people do.
I guess we'll head down here. We haven't been down here in a little while. Line up this way. Four-way stop. We won't go by the mansions today. We'll save that for another day, probably tomorrow. But that's an awesome thing to do when you're here too, is to tour the Gilded Age mansions and at least take a drive up and down the street and stop into a few mansions if you can. They're just absolutely opulent and amazing. Incredible. Do you want to text our friend and let her know we'll be there in about 10 minutes? Or what do you think we should do? You think that's okay?
Sure.
The beautiful historic seaport homes and inns. A lot of the bed and breakfasts are former private homes that were, sea captains and things like that have been converted. Parking's a little tough here. If you're just going to stay at a bed and breakfast and you're driving in, make sure you watch out for the pedicabs who don't apparently follow the rules of the road. And then also inquire as to whether parking is included or even available, because some places it isn't even available. So you have to park in a public lot. But a lot of places we've stayed at, we always ask, such as the Newport Inn, we've stayed here before, is that if parking's available, a lot of times it is, and it's either free or a small charge if they have a few spots available, or they can get passes for parking on the street overnight, which is good. And of course, when you come to Newport, you can fly into Providence, Rhode Island, T.F. Green Airport. That's probably the closest airport. You can also fly into Boston or Hartford. You can certainly drive up the coast like we did from Connecticut to Rhode Island. That's a nice drive. It's got a lot of traffic, but it's part of the charm, I guess. And we forgot to bring our Porsche this weekend, our 911 Turbo S, but it's a great town, and like I said, you can park and walk all day long to everything you need to do, or that you want to go to, at least in the the downtown area here, and it's definitely a walking town. You'll see when we're out later, people will be out and about. Cobblestone streets in some areas, so wear sneakers or comfortable shoes. What does that mean for women? What do you wear?
That means wedges.
Wedges?
Yeah.
All right.
No stiletto heels because you will get stuck in the cobblestones.
How about
or you'll-
flip-flops?
Yeah, you can wear flip-flops.
Flip-flops, all right?
Sure.
Okay. It's a beach town. Most places are casual here. There are some nicer restaurants that do have like yacht club casual dress codes, you know, shirts with collars, nice shorts, shoes, you know, no jeans cutoffs or t-shirts for guys, that kind of stuff. So just check ahead of time. But most places, because it's summertime and it's the beach as well, it's
Is
yachting
yacht
season.
club casual an oxymoron?
A little bit. You know, you could really get dressed up before the yacht club. Or you could dress down and wear like khakis,
Like a denim
Shirts and-
ascot.
denim ascot. Wear your finest khaki assless chaps. I packed mine.
Gross.
So, gross roads.
Gross.
So you can see here, cobblestone streets. Parking's available by the hour on most of the streets. If you're just coming for the day, which is a fun thing to do as well. But it's historic, it's quaint, it's a sea town, and it's a party town at night. It's just a lot of fun, so we hope to show you a lot of it while we're here.
Tell them Andy and Jeannie sent you.
Yeah,
Team Vicarious.
Team Vicarious is sending people everywhere. So again, we're on America's Cup Avenue, and it's kind of the main road through Newport. Broadway goes up the hill, and Thames runs out where we just were, and then out to Bellevue where the mansions are. So they also have you know, public transportation with like trolley type things and little buses you can hop on, hop off, little shuttles,
Pedicabs.
pedicabs,
You name it.
Ubers, and then the water taxi's great because
It's really inexpensive and you get to see some of the best sights.
yeah, it makes like 6 or 7 stops around the harbor. You're welcome to stay on or get on and off all day long for one flat rate. I think it's probably about $10 an adult, a couple dollars for kids, and
Top Shop is closed.
and you're oh, she's very sad. Her boutique is closed. But that's a fun way to see the water side of Newport too. So we'll drive down into one of the neighborhoods just outside the downtown area. Again, all within walking distance, which is great. You know, mostly private homes and a few B&Bs. A little restaurant or two tucked in here or there. But certainly it's awesome because it's close to the downtown area without getting a lot of the foot traffic that you would normally get if you were staying in a B&B downtown. But that's also fun too. We like the nightlife. a really good restaurant called the Rum Line that was down here, Rum with a B line. But they went out of business, unfortunately. And it was a fun place, very nautical themed, great food, you know, tiny little bar, but a lot of fun, guy playing piano, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of sad that it's closed, but you know, there's always some new restaurant popping up, and we'll try them out whenever we can. This is one of the little residential neighborhoods. A lot of Newport looks like this.
If
Yeah.
you've never been to New England, this is what you want New England to look like.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
It's super quaint. Very nice. And Rhode Island, they get some snow here too, so it's right on the coast. So they get pounded pretty hard sometimes. That's what she said. And but it doesn't stay too long because you know, being by the water kind of moderates the temperatures a little bit. And we will check back in with you later. Bye.